I chose to look at the beauty industry because I am personally interested in beauty products and what is required of a brand in order to be deemed ethical. I would also like to expand my own knowledge of ethical brands in order to improve my spending habits, as a large portion of my money goes to this sector. Key issues facing consumers in this sector. Problematic ingredients. Mica. Mica is a reflective mineral used in lip glosses, eyeshadows, and some toothpaste. Terre de Homme's report estimated that 22,000 children were in mica mining in the Indian states of Jharkhand and Bihar. Some of the risks and health complications can be fatal, including lung disease and cave-ins. Moreover, these children cannot attend school and are trapped in a vicious cycle of exploitation. 25% of the world's production of mica is sourced from these illegal mines. Microplastics. Microplastics are prevalent in cosmetic products and they pose a risk to the environment and our health. They are used to improve mascara, increase foundation wear time, and make lipstick smudge-proof. Testing has shown that every third lipstick contains microplastics, meaning those wearing lipstick are eating the ingredient. Controlled experiments have shown that microplastics can damage the environment and ecosystems, impacting the food consumption, growth, reproduction, and survival of some animals. These plastic particles can accumulate in various organs and cause blockage of small blood vessels, resulting in inflammatory responses. Palm oil. Palm oil is widely used and relatively cheap. It can be found hidden behind over 200 different names in ingredients lists, and there is no law that requires brands to state which type of palm oil they are using. In order to meet the high demand for palm oil, forests are destroyed to create plantations. This is displacing people and wildlife as well as releasing greenhouse gases. In order to grow palm oil, peatlands are drained, which causes them to become flammable, starting serious fires and releasing even more carbon emissions. In the first 10 months of 2019, these fires released the same amount of CO2 as the UK's total annual greenhouse gas emissions. 900,000 people have suffered acute respiratory infections due to the smoke, and 10 million children are at risk of lifelong physical and cognitive damages due to air pollution. Fragrances. Synthetic fragrances are used in personal care products and often contain as many as 200 ingredients. These ingredients are considered to be trade secrets, so companies don't have to tell the consumer what they are. Studies have shown that these ingredients can cause immune system damage, asthma attacks, hormone disruption, which impacts development and fertility, neurotoxins, which are chemicals that are toxic to the brain, proliferation of estrogen-responsive breast cancer cells, and they are also toxic to aquatic life and can accumulate in the food chain. SLS and SLES are two of the most widely used detergent and foaming agents in shampoos and liquid soaps. SLS is irritating to the skin and can cause scalp problems. It is known as the most irritating shampoo ingredient, and research shows that increased exposure to it can cause potential health risks. Phthalates are a group of hormone-disrupting chemicals used as a solvent in cosmetic products and synthetic fragrances. Exposure to phthalates have been linked to early puberty in girls and increased risk of having later-life breast cancer. Some phthalates have been banned in the EU, but not all, since the chemical constitutes as fragrance or perfume, so they do not have to be on the ingredients list. Other toxins. Parabens are commonly used as preservatives and antimicrobials in cosmetics. They are linked to hormone disruption, reproductive toxicity, immunotoxicity, neurotoxicity, and skin irritation. Triclosan and trichlorocarbon. These ingredients are used as antimicrobials in soaps. They were banned in 2016, however, companies began reformulating in order to hide this ingredient. It has been classified as a pesticide and can affect hormone systems as well as disrupting normal breast development and causing irritation to the skin and eyes. It has negative environmental impacts, causing long-term adverse effects in aquatic habitats, and has been linked to bacterial resistance in antimicrobial agents. Animal testing. 500,000 animals are used for testing in the cosmetics industry every year. The issues with testing. The majority of animals are tested on in China, which is the only country that has legal requirements for animal testing to be conducted on products entering the market. 39 countries have banned animal testing, the majority of which are EU member states. However, REACH, the Registration, Evaluation, Authorization and Restriction of Chemicals, allows brands to buy animal safety testing data from other companies, which means that they are still financially contributing to those who commission the tests. Retailers. Boots. In the period leading up to 2014, Boots avoided $1.2 billion in taxes. In 2012, Walgreens bought a 45% stake in Boots, and in 2014 they bought the rest. It is now the 36th biggest company in the world by sales. Walgreens Boots scores poorly on the Ethisphere score ranking with a 1.5, and it is also listed as a tobacco retailer in the US. They also scored poorly for excessive directors' remuneration, with the CEO earning over $13 million and 5 directors earning over $6 million. In 2018 alone, Boots spent $2.5 million on lobbying and made $491,292 in political donations. Challenges when shopping in this sector. Racism. One shade fits all. Beauty brands have historically enabled consistent erasure of people of colour, as they do not have the same vast amount of choice that Caucasians enjoy. Many brands only offer beauty products in shades that only work for white complexions, and only when pressure is applied will they expand their shade ranges. For example, IT Cosmetics only offer 3 shades of their BB cream, and none of them cater to the needs of black or brown people. Beauty Blender is another example, launching a foundation line of 32 shades, with 23 of them being fair to light. Makeup artists. Tim Buitraran, a makeup artist, criticised beauty schools for not properly teaching students how to work with all skin tones, and as a result of this, many makeup artists are unqualified to work with darker skin tones, which can make clients with this complexion feel unwanted and unwelcome, which is reinforced by these artists shying away from these clients. Hair. Similarly to makeup artists, hairstylists are also left unqualified to work with hair types that aren't Caucasian. This causes issues for models in the industry who are forced to turn up to photo shoots with their hair already done, costing them more than a Caucasian model. This is also an issue in the haircare industry, with only a few brands offering haircare to black and brown consumers, causing women of colour to spend over 9 times more than the Caucasian woman. 50% of products geared towards people of colour contain 66 toxic chemicals. These chemicals were only found in 7% of the products geared towards Caucasians. Marketing. Some brands are using black outrage in order to gain publicity. In 2018, WCYON Cosmetics called one of their nail polishes a racial slur, which resulted in a large amount of backlash. However, they also received a large amount of exposure. It is also argued that pale foundation shades are often named fair, which implies Caucasians have the most desirable skin tone. The names associated with deeper foundation shades often take some form of dessert or coffee drink, which has connotations with the fetishization of black women. It is also an issue when brands consistently number the lightest shades first and the deepest shades last. Misleading packaging. False claims. A common marketing tactic known as downsizing involves trying to convey that there is more in the packaging than there actually is. This is achieved by adding a fake top or bottom to the component or making the packaging thicker. Many brands are creating vegan products, which is ethical in one sense. However, to meet the product claims, they use a multitude of chemicals that are bad for the skin or the body. There is also some confusion surrounding the terms natural, organic, or ethically sourced. These terms require a voluntary certification process, which means they do not have to be used truthfully. Patented technology. Any new combination of ingredients, methods, or production processes can be patented. Maximum strength. A relative term, and the consumer doesn't know what it's relevant to. Clinical strength. The word clinical makes the product sound professional, but it is not necessarily tested by doctors. For all skin types. Not all skin is the same, and this promise does not account for allergies. FDA approved. The FDA only requires a product to be safe to use in the suggested way. Anti-aging. Unrealistic expectations, as the promised results cannot be achieved through common beauty products. Botanical. Botanic is an ingredient derived from a plant, but botanical generally just means acts similarly to plant-based ingredients. Instant results. These products often only provide short-term results and require reapplication. Firming. There is no objective way to measure firming. The results are subjective. Advertising. Advertising tricks. Some examples of misleading advertising are before and after images where the after has been photoshopped or taken in much better lighting/angling, the use of lash inserts in mascara advertisements, retouching, reducing or removing the appearance of lines and wrinkles in anti-aging product advertisements, hair extensions used in hair care adverts, or intense studio lighting and blemish removal. Improving the experience. To help, there needs to be more laws in place that stop cosmetic brands from making false claims and using misleading buzzwords to entice customers. There should be strict rules surrounding product advertisement, as the marketing tricks in place are reinforcing unrealistic beauty standards. Brands should be required to offer an equal amount of appropriately named white to black shades in their skin products in order to cater to everyone. It should be illegal for brands to hide toxic ingredients by classing them as fragrance, and as it is allowing over 200 different chemicals to be used in common beauty products. Brands should be transparent about whether they are sold in China in order for consumers to avoid animal testing, and fake packaging tricks should also be illegal. For fun, brands should focus on making packaging more interesting in order to gain consumers. Beauty counters should offer more immersive experiences that allow the customer to truly explore their brand and what they offer. And ingredients should be a priority so that consumers are able to find effective products at every price point.